Hello there! The Area 51 raid happened Friday. And we only lost one person. And we didn't get any aliens, so. Alright, before we get too far in today's video, let's go to Pop of the Day. Taylor, what is the Pop of the Day? Well, I'm glad you asked, Taylor, and I'm also glad that you continue to use this joke. Well, today, the Pop of the Day is the high ground himself, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Let's open the box. Alright, he's out of the box. As you can see, this is of course the Clone Wars version of Kenobi. So, still high ground status, and he's always had the high ground status, let's be real. He's got all of his armor from seasons 1 through 3, I think. Or 1 through 2, who knows. And the Clone Wars movie that was just not great. That's probably the worst bit of Clone Wars that you can watch, ladies and gents. Watch that last once you're a completely devoted fan. But he's great. Let's move on. Alright, that was Pop of the Day, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully. But now it's time to fix Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, I want to preface this. I personally enjoy it, but the majority of people that are Star Wars fans, the ones that are going to go and spend all the money, don't. So, we're going to fix it for them. I have a 4-part plan to fix Galaxy's Edge. Part 1. Lower the prices of everything. This includes hotel prices. We need, and especially in Disneyland, we need a value resort. And they were going to build one, but then the city of Anaheim said, no, you can't do that. So we're kind of like, what do we do? You just got to lower the prices on one of your hotels and call it a value resort until you can build an actual value resort. Also, for lowering the prices, we need to lower ticket prices, annual pass holder prices, prices for lightsabers, droids, and drinks and all that kind of stuff. That way it's more affordable for people, because, you know, if you really want people to do it, they shouldn't have to be spending like $5 grand just to go to the parks, stay at a hotel, and buy everything. They shouldn't have to be doing that. That's just outrageous. And that's just a lot, you know? So, lower the price. That will get you more people, I can promise you that. Next, number 2. Walk around droids, aliens, and all of the things that were promised to us back in 2015 at D23 Expo. So, you know, droids. Do I have any droids here? No, I don't. But, you know, some droids that walk around. We've seen it in Imagineering in a box. We know that they work. We know that they can interact with people and won't get stepped on. You have some cast members around the areas where, like, the droids are. You can have, like, 10 droids or something rolling around, and then a couple of aliens mixed in. It's like 15 walk-around characters, and that'll fill up the land with more aliens and cast members, and it'll feel more like you're in Star Wars, in my opinion. Also, in Oga's Cantina, we need some aliens. We need aliens to be rolling around, to be walking around, and maybe even an alien bartender. Who knows? I know that that's a lot of work for Disney to do full makeup and prosthetics every single day for just a couple of people, but even if it's just 10 aliens and 10 droids, it will benefit you, because they'll be like, oh, this is something that no other theme park has. You know, the actual like beings of the planet walking around, because in Hogsmeade Village you don't have Harry, Hermione, Ron, or any of the wizards from Hogwarts walking around. It's just not like that, and this would set them apart in that sense, and that'd be really good for them, because they need to have a few things on Universal, given that Epic Universe is coming out, and Universal is going to start being like, we have this on you, 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 and my hand can just keep going up. Part 3. We need one more attraction. We need a third attraction. And in Disneyland's case, this would have to be the original planned third attraction that was canceled, sadly, due to budget cuts, all of the things. It was going to be a walk-around Bantha type thing that was going to walk around the land, kind of like the Main Street vehicles, and you could board the Bantha and be like, whoa, this is epic. You know, that's really cool, because other people can be like, whoa, it's a Star Wars creature walking around Star Wars land. This is epic. And also, the people on it are like, whoa, this is epic. I'm going to do what they call an epic gamer move. You know what I mean? Hey, Vsauce Michael here. So, we need that. In both, actually. In both. And part 4, which is probably the most far-fetched, and happen. It probably won't happen. But if they re-infrastructure and put things to replace, you can add a 4th attraction that wouldn't be new, but it could pad a little bit of a safety net for them. That way, they can still be like, hey look, prequel stuff and original trilogy stuff. We're not, see look, it's there, guys. It's not just the sequel trilogy. So what you do is you take Star Tours and you put it in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and you give it a new story. So you come into this, you find an area in Galaxy's Edge that is underdeveloped and can fit the show building behind it. And you put it in there, and you walk through this little like starport, and then you get in a space elevator like they're using in Space 220 Restaurant in Epcot, well they're going to be using, and then you go up to the space station that you're going to be departing from, and then you're in the little loading area, and the ride pretty much continues on from there the same way. You get in, there's a resistance spy in this case. Kylo Ren's like, hey, stop right there. Boo. Some First Order stormtroopers come out, and then you get out of there, and then BB-8's like, or BB-8, Maz Kanata, whichever Resistance era character can be like, hey, you gotta go here. And then they can go to any location that makes sense, you know what I mean? So they can go do the pod race at Tatooine, or Gungan City on Naboo, or they can go to, like, Kashyyyk, or Endor, well, the Forest Moon of Endor. They can go to Tatooine, I already said that, Jakku, Crate, you know, Umbara. They could figure out a way to work Umbara into it, or they could figure out ways to work these different Star Wars planets into the story, is what I'm trying to say. And it would be really cool. People would be like, whoa, we can go to so many Star Wars planets, and we like this a lot more because it's the prequels and it's the original trilogy and all of this. And then, you know, you still land on Batuu, kind of like the current ending, where you land on Batuu and C-3PO's like, well, I guess a new adventure's starting, haha. You know what I mean? So do that, but instead him be like, well, sorry for the crash landing, and they can just call it a crash land. They can just call it an unscheduled, they make it up. They're Imagineers, they're creative. They do that, and then people are like, oh, look at all of this. There are now 4 rides. If we do all 4 of my steps of the plan, Disney is fulfilling their promise of having walk-around droids and aliens, and it's a lot more affordable for people to go. And then I'm sure that if this works and you do this, people will start to finally show up to your land, and you'll start to see boosts in attendance. People will be like, oh, this is actually really nice. You know? That's what you need to do. And if it still doesn't work, change it to the original trilogy. Have fun with that. But that's my 4-part plan to fix Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. First off, guys, thank you so much for the amazing views on the last video talking about how Galaxy's Edge is kind of going down the toilet from a numbers standpoint. Yeah, that's the video. It's starting to be way too long again, but that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, be positive.